Hello, my loves, and welcome to the first ever episode of the Beyond Enough podcast. I am so excited to have you here, to be joining me today. To welcome in this new era where I am a podcaster. I am very excited. So if you are new to my world, my name is Amy, and I have been a coach for a good few years now, but I moved into visibility coaching for female entrepreneurs January 2024. It's been a wild ride. It's been a wild ride to get to this point, and I'm sure there will be lots more ups and downs as I continue to grow and build my business, but also my life as a single mom and continue on my own journey, right? Like, we're all on this journey of growth and development and change, and I really was excited to bring this podcast out into the world to tell the real stories of, yes, female entrepreneurs, but women just choosing more for themselves, going beyond the narratives that they've been given, and choosing to more intentionally live their life and to go beyond, I guess, the norms that society gives us and the expectations placed upon us, and really develop their confidence, develop their ability to know themselves, to be authentic, and know that actually that is enough. It's more than enough, and it's beautiful. And we live in a world now, I think, that is so hard, right? Like, everyone talks about the difficulties that social media presents. Everybody talks about, how social media has kind of changed our perceptions of success, how it constantly feeds into our comparison and how we think about ourselves, how we think about our own success or our own worth. And I do agree. I think social media can be quite a toxic environment. And I think over the I've been building business really online for, I would say, maybe 6 years now. And I think what I'm so grateful that I've been able to build is this really genuine, authentic community of women, but men too, who are just so genuine, so caring. There is not that kind of competitive feeling. It is very much about community and collaboration and lifting each other up. And I think, again, through this podcast, I would love to be able to really open your mind to the possibility that the online space can be great for you, whether you're building a business or not. Actually, that you can be really intentional about how you live your life and also how you spend your time online. I think it's been a roller coaster building a business. And I think, especially in the coaching industry, it can feel like we are failing. It can feel like we are not succeeding because we are maybe not on the level of some coaches. And by all means, there is some really crazy narratives out there about income goals and figures are thrown around. Everybody's journey is so different. And I think through these stories with my guests, what I really want to convey is that everybody is at a very different stage and phase and season of life, and that no matter how financially successful you might be, there are always challenges, and there's always, okay, what's next? And there's always personal struggles. And actually, this is the joy of life, right? Like, going through all of these challenges and experiences are what shapes us. And so as a visibility coach, what I want to be able to do is really show you this huge depth when it comes to people's stories and their experiences and their personality and all of these incredible things. I want to showcase that actually you don't have to have this crazy story behind you. You don't have to have, a multi-million-dollar business in order to be successful or to feel like you are working towards something and really living your life with alignment and making choices towards the life that you really want. That actually we are all on this journey and we are all facing challenges, and there is so much learning within that. There is so much connection within that. And this is another major point of me doing this podcast. I want to really show you that by deeply connecting with others, by listening to their stories, you can learn so much. You can learn so much from other people, from their journeys, from their stories, and also really deeply connect with people. And alongside, I guess, the kind of social media side is that I think there is this genuine need, desire, want for deeper human connection. And I want to bring that to you. I want to enable you to see a wide variety of women doing a wide variety of things, hugely, incredibly gorgeous human beings. And I want you to be able to see them for who they are and connect with them. And it might be, that they can help you with a specific issue. It might be that you just have a really genuine connection with them after this podcast. But for me, really bringing your authentic self into the online space is going to be so valuable if you are a female entrepreneur. And I hope that these stories showcase that for you. And I hope that through the solo episodes that I'm able to bring here, that I'm able to share some more of my journey and how I got here and help you on your own journey. As I say, whether you are an entrepreneur or not, these women have been so open and honest and vulnerable when sharing their own experiences, how their business is now, how they got to where they are in business. Some of my guests actually to date haven't even been business owners, but they are sharing where they are at on their journey and why they are doing what they're doing. And so I truly hope they inspire you, and I hope that I managed to inspire you to get out there, be more visible, and to truly honour who you are and develop a really gorgeous, authentic, aligned life. And the reason that I think that is so important is because so many of us are just living in complete misalignment and waking up every morning wishing that we were doing something else with our career, perhaps really not enjoying family life or relationships, and not really knowing how to develop self-awareness, not knowing how to get out of that tailspin where everything feels really overwhelming and feels like a struggle. Or perhaps it's that you just feel genuinely a little bit like you don't know who you are anymore. Maybe it's after having babies. Maybe it's after a huge life change and you're left kind of thinking, I actually don't know what I want, I don't know who I am. And certainly a lot of my clients, when they come to me, they genuinely think, I'm not an interesting person, how can I create a personal brand? Or they think, I actually don't know where to start because I don't know what stands out about me. Like I wouldn't even know where to start to develop these unique selling points or my unique stories. And they really, really struggle with that. And I think self-awareness also includes the ability to see what you're really good at. And I think when it comes to women, sometimes there is a huge struggle in being kind to ourselves and to identifying our strengths, saying out loud, I am an expert at this, I am great at this or that. And a huge part of my work as a visibility coach is helping women truly see their worth and helping women truly understand that they are the prize. That they are the prize. And that they deserve to have good things and that they deserve to feel good. And I think why that's so important to me is because I was a woman for such a long time who did not feel good. I didn't feel good about myself. I didn't feel good about the career that I was in. I very much have a legal and HR background. And I didn't even know really that wasn't what I wanted to do until I was basically really depressed and had a really negative experience, which I see now as a great thing because it led me to where I am now, because I would never have went fully into business if this hadn't have happened and I had identified that actually this career wasn't for me. But I was hugely self-critical. I was a perfectionist. My anxiety was so high. I was a control freak, and it was all it just came from this internal place of trying to control all of these things out with me because I felt so uncertain within me. And for me, such an integral part of the work that I do is to truly help people feel worthy enough of all the good things that will come to them when they stand in their own authentic power and say, this is who I am. And own where they're at right now without feeling that they need to be another 10 steps ahead before they can start to make moves in their career or their business or with relationships or whatever that looks like. And I hope that through these stories that you start to see your own worth, that you start to see your own unique magic and understand that honestly, even the people around you or online that you see truly confident and truly look like they're winning have moments of doubt, and they have moments where they feel like they're failing. And they have moments where they don't want to go and create content and talk to camera or go to a networking event or work on a sales page or any of these things. And the skill that you need to develop is actually, I don't like the phrase like pushing through fear or, pushing yourself to do things. Understanding how to emotionally regulate so that you're not emotionally driven in your business all of the time. Understanding how to regulate your nervous system so that you're not constantly in fight or flight. And this is something that really only I think I have mastered over the last 6 months, genuinely. And by the way, EFT is my absolute favourite tool for that and has completely changed so much for me. Somatically, I think, as in the body, EFT has really helped me with some of those previous limiting beliefs and fears and thought patterns and behaviours that I really struggle to let go of. And when we start to understand and own where we're at, that is when we can start to make changes towards what we want and who we want to be. But you have to fully embrace who you are right now and let that be enough, and really go through any kind of personal development journey with so much love and so much compassion and grace for everything that's come before and everything that will come in the future. To hold ourselves in that love, compassion, and just genuine care is the key to being able to move forward with your life, your business, all of these things. So unbelievably important. And I hope, again, through these stories and through some of my stories, that you will be able to develop some of this kindness and some of this grace for yourself. Perspective is everything. And when we listen to other human beings and we listen to their stories, we start to widen our gaze and our perspective and understand that actually we are not existent in this tiny little bubble of our own life, but actually there is so much more out there. And within my kind of realm or sphere of work, I love opening women's eyes to the possibilities of what can be possible for them, because you don't know what you don't know. And I want to bring these stories that really just blow your mind and open your mind to the possibility that things could be so incredible for you once you start to really own who you are and stand out rather than fit in. Be bold rather than constantly trying to shrink and make yourself smaller. To set boundaries of what you're available for in life and what you're not. And that to me is so exciting, because I think life is an evolution. We are here to grow, to learn, to change our minds and not be stuck in an identity that we have been handed by our own individual set of circumstances. You get to write the rest of your story. You get to decide where you are going from now. And as always, that starts with an internal decision that you are no longer going to be beholden to what has come before, and start to make intentional choices, intentional changes for whatever it is that you want to welcome into your life. And that starts with knowing that there is more out there for you, that life doesn't always look the way we think it will, but by staying true to ourselves, by aligning with our values, by being authentic, we can start to open up ourselves to opportunities. We can start to magnetize opportunities and people and collaborations that will make this happen for you. If I had £1 for every time someone said, I started just creating videos about XYZ, and suddenly in my inbox there's somebody wanting to collaborate with me on a podcast or whatever it is. And I'm like, yeah, that's because people know what you're doing now. They know what you're about. And it doesn't have to be that you just stick to talking about one thing online forever, or only ever introducing yourself at a networking event with, a very narrow elevator pitch. You can still be you can still be authentic, but really, visibility is about being known for what it is that you want to bring into the world, your mission, your vision, your purpose, and then continuously telling people about that and continuously evolving it. Because let's be honest, business evolves over time. My business does not look the way it did 6 years ago, but the same essential threads are there. I am still the same person, but I have also changed and I have also grown. I've also moved into a new phase of my own life where I'm a single parent, and so business has had to change around that, right? Like around my life. So it looks different, but the same essential threads of my values and who I am and what's important to me are still there. So welcome to the Beyond Enough podcast. It is so gorgeous to have you here. I am so grateful for you. I cannot wait to introduce you to all these incredible women and their stories, and we will have a new episode every Monday. They will be right they are at 9 o'clock for you on Spotify and YouTube, and if I can get it to work, Apple Pods too. I am sending you lots of love and light. I can't wait for you to come and hang out with me here and for me to be able to really blow your mind with these women. They are incredible. They are just the most insanely awesome human beings. And I very much hope that along this journey, you learn something not just about business, but about yourself and what you're capable of. Okay. I'll see you in the next episode. Take good care.